Is Kyle Kuzma good again? After having back-to-back bad seasons with the LA Lakers, a lot of fans thought Kyle Kuzma was done. But ever since getting to the Washington Wizards, he's been playing at a really high level. And especially this season, he's playing the best basketball of his career. But quickly, before we get the video started, I'm Juicy Sports, I make opinionated NBA content, and if you guys enjoy videos similar to this, hit that subscribe button, that like button, and that post notification bell. I also want to quickly mention that I recently started up an MMA channel, and if you guys are interested in that, the link will be in the description. But anyways, let's get into it. Kyle Kuzma has a very interesting career path. After being a late first round pick, Kuzma played extremely well right away for the Lakers in his rookie season. That year he averaged 16 points per game on 45% shooting from the field, 6.3 rebounds on 1.8 assists. Just incredible numbers, but especially when you consider he was a late first round draft pick, obviously he was fully surpassing expectations. The thing about Kuzma going into the NBA is a lot of people saw him as a decent 3-point shooter, and he would be a decent catch and shoot 3-point jump shooter in the NBA. But once Kuzma actually started playing for the Lakers, it was pretty clear that he was providing a lot more than just that catch and shoot 3-point jump shot ability. He had a really nice ability to put the ball on the floor, create for himself, either with a one dribble pull-up in that mid-range area, a post turnaround fadeaway. He also had an ability to drive all the way to the basket. He had a decent basketball IQ, and overall he was just playing very good for the Lakers. He was looking like a legitimate 3-level scorer. And after a really good rookie season, he did a really nice job to improve his game in year 2. In his second season, he basically improved his statistics across the board, averaging almost 19 points per game on 45% shooting from the field, 5.5 rebounds on 2.5 assists. Once again, just incredible numbers, and he did a really nice job at just slightly improving his game. He was able to increase the number of points he put up per game while also at the same time remaining efficient. That's a problem that a lot of young players struggle with. They're able to consistently improve the points per game every single season, but their efficiency numbers go down. And if you're a guy that's averaging 24 points on poor efficiency as compared to a guy who's averaging 18 points on really good efficiency, I would take that guy with good efficiency only averaging 18 points every day of the week. Efficiency is extremely important, and in my opinion, when you're deciding whether a player is a winning player or not, you look at their efficiency numbers first and foremost. So the fact that Kuzma was able to stay relatively efficient while increasing his scoring numbers was certainly a positive. But when you watch him out there, it was pretty clear he was just getting better out there. He was critiquing a couple things. He was basically the same player, just a little bit better. Probably the biggest change from year 1 to year 2 was his passing and playmaking ability and his overall basketball IQ, which makes sense with the extra experience that he's gained from his rookie year. But unfortunately, after those 2 really good seasons, things really started to fall off from him ever since the Lakers got LeBron James. In his 3rd season, which was 2019, Kuzma saw his numbers drop significantly, only averaging around 12 points per game on 43% shooting from the field, 4.5 rebounds on 1.3 assists. Now obviously those are still decent numbers, especially for a role player, but considering how well he was playing in year 1 and year 2, it was certainly a huge disappointment. Now with the addition of LeBron James, Kuzma wasn't seeing as many opportunities as he did prior, but at the same time he was losing a ton of confidence, probably due to that. And I mentioned this in a lot of my videos, but whenever a player loses confidence, it's really difficult to gain that confidence back. And in my opinion, that's exactly what Kuzma was dealing with. He was losing an opportunity due to LeBron coming in, and due to that, in my opinion, he lost confidence, and he just slowly got worse and worse. In his second season, he basically played the same basketball as he did in 2019, averaging around 12 points per game on 44% shooting from the field, 6.1 rebounds on 1.9 assists. Once again, decent numbers, but not nearly as good as he was playing earlier on in his career. And after that 2020 season, the Lakers decided to move on from Kyle Kuzma. And in my opinion, at the time, I thought it was the best move for both the Lakers but also Kuzma. It was great for Kuzma because it was clear that he lost a lot of confidence in LA, and a new situation was going to benefit him tremendously. But it also made sense for the Lakers, and because they were moving on from a guy that just really wasn't playing all that well for them. So it was a move that I liked at the time. I didn't necessarily love the fact that the Lakers were bringing in Westbrook, but I did like the fact that they were moving on from Kyle Kuzma. And the change of scenery really worked out very well for Kyle Kuzma. In his first season with the Wizards, he bumped his numbers right back up to similar numbers he was putting up earlier on, averaging 17 points per game on 45% shooting from the field, 8.5 rebounds on 3.5 assists. In Washington, Kuzma was getting a bigger opportunity once again, and he was proving that he was still really good. And with that bigger opportunity, he was once again gaining confidence, and of course he was playing really well once again. In his first season with the Wizards, Kuzma was showing a lot of the same things that he was showing with the Lakers early on. He was showing a nice ability to create for himself, he was showing a nice ability to still at the same time spread the floor from that 3-point range, create for himself, create for others as well. He was improving that passing and playmaking ability. And overall, Kuzma just looked really good for the Wizards in his first season. But in his second season, which is this year, Kuzma is playing the best basketball of his career. This season, he's averaging 21 points per game on 46% shooting from the field, 7.5 rebounds on 3.8 assists. Just incredible numbers. And this season, it's pretty clear that he worked really hard on his game last year. He just improved in basically every single aspect. He's doing a really nice job at spreading the floor out, but more importantly, he's doing a really nice job at creating for himself. With that post turnaround fadeaway, driving all the way to the basket, one dribble pull up from that mid-range area, crossing over into a 3-point jump shot. Overall, he's just very versatile offensively. He's also once again doing a nice job at facilitating for his teammates with the increased opportunity he does have in Washington. And overall, I would just say he looks like a really good player out there. And once again, he looks like a similar player to what he was looking like with the Lakers early on, but he honestly even better. But the question going forward is, could Kuzma consistently play like this throughout the rest of his career? Because obviously he has shown the ability to play at a really high level, but he's certainly struggled with consistency. Now, in my opinion, I think the Wizards are a much better situation for him than the Lakers ever were. Even when he was playing well, I think the Wizards are a better situation. So due to that, I think there's a better chance that he'll have sustained success with them as opposed to with the Lakers. For the rest of this season, I would fully expect him to play at a similar level to what he's playing at now, maybe even a little bit better, maybe a little bit worse, but basically at a similar level to what he's at now. And going forward long term, assuming he does stay with the Wizards or a team similar to them, I think he's going to have a lot of success. I can easily see him being a player that's a really good starting level player. I don't see him as being an all-star type guy. Maybe he can eventually get to that territory, but at this point, I just see him as a borderline guy, probably a little bit below an all-star player. But there's certainly the possibility that he improves significantly and gets into that all-star category. I guess we'll see what happens going forward. But I will say, after a lot of people gave up on Kyle Kuzma after those 2 poor seasons with the Lakers, he's done a great job at bouncing back and really proving that it was a situation more so than his own personal ability. And watching Kyle Kuzma out there, he's really a guy that I do enjoy watching. He's a fun player, and he's just a really good player. Now, there are certain improvements I would like to see from him, specifically defensively, also continuing to improve that passing and playmaking ability. Sometimes his shot selection is a little bit of an issue, so I would like to see him fix that a little bit, but overall, I do think he's going on the right path. Just a few tweaks here and there, and I think he could be an even better player than he is currently. But at this point, obviously, he's playing at a really good level and the best basketball of his career. But I guess only time will tell what does end up happening with Kyle Kuzma, but also the Washington Wizards. It's going to be interesting to see what they're able to do this season. But anyways, let me know what you guys think in the comments. Do you think Kyle Kuzma is turning into a good player once again, or do you not think so? But anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and if you did enjoy it, check one of these 2 videos popping up now, and until the next time, peace out, guys.